Did you know that the largest agriculture machinery in the world is a whopping 26.5 meters wide? That's nearly as wide as a basketball court. It's a testament to the surprising scale of agricultural machinery. These machines, with their enormity and complexity, are truly modern marvels. They take farming to a whole new level, making tasks easier, faster, and more efficient. Now that's a big machine. But let's start from the beginning and see how these behemoths fit into the farming process. Before any seeds hit the soil, the ground needs preparation. For this, farmers use a machine called a plow. Now, the plow isn't just any ordinary tool. It's the backbone of farming, the workhorse of the agricultural world. It's a machine designed to cut, lift, turn over, and partly pulverize soil. The main function of a plow is to prepare the soil for sowing seeds or planting. Sounds simple, right? But there's more to it than meets the eye. A plow is usually made up of a wooden, iron, or steel frame, with a blade attached to it. The blade, also known as a share, is the part that cuts into the soil. It's usually sharp and sturdy, capable of cutting through hard, compacted ground. Above the share, there's a mold board. This ingenious piece of engineering turns over the soil that the share has just cut. This action not only buries any surface weeds and crop residues, but also brings fresh nutrients to the surface, promoting healthier and more productive growth for the crops that will soon be planted. But how does the plow do all this? Well, it's usually pulled by a tractor or a pair of sturdy animals. The farmer guides the plow, ensuring that it cuts and turns the soil evenly across the field. It's a bit like painting a giant canvas, but instead of colors, you're using the rich, fertile soil. And it's not just about preparing the soil for planting. Plowing also helps in controlling weeds, breaking up clods, and improving the structure of the soil. It's a crucial step that ensures the soil is in the best possible condition for the seeds to germinate and grow. It's fascinating, isn't it?
My apologies for the quick interruption. This will only take a few seconds. Hi there, my name is Errol Mueller and I'm the owner and founder of Empire Digest. Now, I've got a question for you. Do you want to make more money? Are you making enough money? Are you sustaining your lifestyle? Are you paying the bills? Are you living the life that you really want to live? Just answer these questions by yourself. Now, I'm part of an elite community of highly successful entrepreneurs, and I would like for you to literally be part of it, be part of us, be part of the elites that are really making it online, that are really breaking through online. And if you want to know more about what it is that we do, then in the description, the first link that you see, click on that link and it will bring you over to this website and continue along. Okay, let's continue with the video that you're on right now.
This seemingly simple machine plays such a vital role in our food production. Without the plow, farming would be a far more arduous and less efficient process. So the next time you enjoy a meal, spare a thought for the humble plow, the machine that starts it all. With the ground nicely turned and ready, it's time for the seeds. After the soil is prepared, the next step is seeding. This is where seed drills come in. Now, these aren't your ordinary drills. These are specialized machines designed to make the planting process efficient and precise. Let's dive into the purpose of a seed drill. Think of it as the dedicated sower of the farming world. Its role? To deposit seeds into the soil at a uniform depth and spacing. Why is this important? Well, planting seeds too deep can prevent them from sprouting, while planting them too shallow can leave them exposed to the elements. Uniform spacing ensures each seed has enough room to grow and flourish without competing for nutrients and sunlight. Now let's talk about the design of this extraordinary machinery. A seed drill typically consists of a seed hopper, a series of tubes, and a set of coulters or discs. The seed hopper stores the seeds, while the tubes guide the seeds from the hopper down into the soil. The coulters or discs, on the other hand, create furrows in the soil where the seeds are dropped. After the seeds are placed, the soil is then covered back over. This all happens in one swift, seamless motion. In addition to its basic components, many modern seed drills come equipped with advanced features. Some have electronic monitoring systems that alert the operator if a tube gets blocked. Others have adjustable disc angles for better furrow creation. There are even seed drills that can plant different types of seeds at different depths and spacings, all in one go. So, you see, seed drills do more than just drop seeds into the ground. They ensure that each seed has the best possible start in life. They plant with precision, with care, and with a deep understanding of what each seed needs to grow. And with the seeds in the ground, the waiting game begins. The future of our food, our farms and our world lies in these tiny seeds, meticulously planted by these incredible machines. They are quite literally planting the future. With the seeds in the ground, the waiting game begins. While waiting for the seeds to sprout, it's crucial to keep them hydrated. Enter irrigation equipment. These are not just your garden variety watering cans or hoses. No, we're talking about sophisticated machinery that delivers water to the seeds in the most efficient way possible. From overhead sprinklers to drip irrigation systems, the world of agricultural machinery offers an array of options for keeping your crops well watered. Each comes with its unique set of benefits and is designed to cater to different crop needs and soil conditions. Overhead sprinklers, for instance, mimic the effect of rainfall. They provide a steady stream of water, ensuring the seeds are well hydrated. These are particularly effective for large fields where manual watering would be impractical, if not impossible. But then there's something more nuanced, like the drip irrigation system. This is a method that saves water and fertilizer by allowing water to drip slowly to the roots of plants, either from above the soil surface or buried below the surface. It's a smart and sustainable solution, ensuring each seed gets the right amount of water it needs to thrive without wastage. You've also got center pivot irrigation, a method of crop irrigation where equipment rotates around a pivot and crops are watered with sprinklers. It's a spectacle to behold, a mechanical ballet of sorts, where the machinery dances across the field, ensuring every inch of the land is covered. And then we have the sub-irrigation systems, where water is delivered beneath the soil surface. This method is used mainly in areas where the water table is high. Each of these systems is a marvel of engineering, designed to ensure that every seed planted has the best possible chance to grow into a healthy, robust crop. They represent the perfect blend of nature and technology, harnessing the power of water to nurture the seeds of success. As we wrap up our discussion on irrigation equipment, remember that the key to a bountiful harvest lies in the care given during the growth process. Proper watering is a critical part of that process. Now that the seeds are well watered, it's time for them to grow. After months of growth and care, it's finally time to harvest the crops, and for this, farmers use combines. A sight to behold, these massive machines take center stage at harvest time, embodying the adage of reaping what we sow. A combine harvester, or simply a combine, is the multitasking maestro of the farming world. Its job is to efficiently harvest grain crops by performing 3 separate tasks in one pass. It reaps, threshes, and winnows, all while navigating the field with the grace of a ballet dancer. First, the combine's front attachment, known as the header, cuts the crop. It is designed to handle different types of crops, from wheat to corn, soybeans to barley. This flexibility allows farmers to use the same machine for different phases of the harvest, maximizing efficiency and reducing costs. Once cut, the crops are drawn into the combine by the feeder house. This is where the threshing begins. Threshing is the process of separating the valuable grain from the non-valuable chaff. Inside the combine, a rotating drum, aptly named the threshing drum, beats the cut crop to loosen the grain. The winnowing process follows, where the grain is separated from the chaff. The grain, being heavier, falls to the bottom, while the lighter chaff and straw are blown out the back of the combine. The grain is then directed into a holding tank, ready to be unloaded at the farmer's command. The importance of the combine harvester in the farming process cannot be overstated. It has revolutionized agriculture, increasing efficiency and productivity. It allows farmers to harvest vast fields in less time, with less manpower and less cost than ever before. It's no small wonder why the combine is considered the king of the field during harvest season. The harvest is in, but there's still one more step. And that step is as crucial as any other in the farming cycle, ensuring that the fruits of our labor are stored, processed, and eventually find their way to our tables. With the harvest complete, it's time to prepare for the next cycle. This is where balers and tillers come in. The end of the harvest isn't the end of the farming cycle, far from it. It's merely a segue into the next phase, a transition that is facilitated by a few key pieces of agricultural machinery. Among these are the balers and tillers, each playing a significant role in wrapping up one season and preparing for the next. Let's start with balers. After the grain has been harvested, what remains in the field is straw, a byproduct that, while not edible, is far from useless. This is where balers come into play. These machines traverse the field, scooping up the straw and compacting it into bales. These bales can then be used for a multitude of purposes, most commonly as bedding for livestock or as a protective layer for crops during the colder months. The baler is a perfect example of how every part of the farming cycle is interconnected with nothing going to waste. Now, let's shift our focus to tillers. Once the fields have been cleared and the straw has been baled, it's time to prepare the soil for the next planting season. This is where tillers come into their own. These machines dig into the earth, turning over the soil and breaking it up. This process not only helps to bury crop residues, but it also aerates the soil, making it more conducive to plant growth. The tiller is a crucial piece of machinery in ensuring the continued fertility and productivity of the farmland. So, as we wrap up the farming cycle, it's clear to see that every step, every piece of machinery, plays a vital role in the grand scheme of things. From the balers packaging the straw, to the tillers preparing the soil, every process is part of a larger whole, a cycle that is as old as agriculture itself. And just like that, the cycle begins anew. From plowing to harvesting, these machines make modern farming possible. They are the steel and iron workhorses of today's agriculture, tirelessly tilling, sowing, watering, and reaping to ensure our food supply never runs dry. Consider the humble tractor. It's more than just a farmer's reliable companion. It's the primary power source on a farm, pulling and powering other machinery, and taking on tasks that would take humans days to complete. And then, there's the combine harvester, a marvel of modern engineering. It's a one-stop shop for reaping, threshing, and winnowing grains, doing the work of several machines in one fell swoop. It's no exaggeration to say that without it, the bread on your table might not be there. The seed drill, too, has revolutionized farming. By planting seeds at precise depths and intervals, it ensures optimal growth conditions, leading to healthier crops and higher yields. It's a game changer, transforming the way we farm. But let's not forget about irrigation systems. They are the lifeblood of any farm, delivering water to thirsty crops and making farming possible in even the driest of regions. These machines and many more are the unsung heroes of our food supply. They've transformed agriculture, making it more efficient, productive, and sustainable. So I encourage you all to explore and learn more about these incredible machines. Remember, every bite you eat is thanks to these incredible machines. So the next time you enjoy a meal, spare a thought for the machinery that made it possible.